Good morning. Today's Friday, December 10th. We're bringing you the latest news making headlines to help start your day.
Breaking overnight, former NFL wide receiver Demaryius Thomas found dead yesterday in his Roswell home. He was just 33.
Our Brooks Baptiste joins us now from the breaking news desk. He starts off our coverage in today's Morning News Rewind.
You know, the South Georgia native was found dead in his Roswell home, and at this hour, investigators do not suspect foul play, but they believe his death might have stemmed from a medical issue. Thomas played at Georgia Tech. He spent 9 of his 10 NFL seasons with the Denver Broncos, winning 2 AFC championships and Super Bowl 50. Lots of tributes pouring in online. You've got Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson posting this to Twitter saying, "Heartbroken, R.I.P. young legend," and then former linebacker Demaryius Ware tweeting this photo with Demaryius Thomas, also saying heartbroken. Seeing a lot of that online right now, and as you can imagine, because Thomas was only 33 years old, there are a lot of questions surrounding his death. But of course, once we get more information, we'll be sure to bring it to you both on air and online at CBS46.com.
All right, thank you, Brooks.
Brooks, thanks. We are following difficult news from Clayton County right now. Police have just confirmed a shooting involving 2 young boys has turned deadly. We want to get right out to our Tori Cooper, who is live from police headquarters this morning with the latest information. What have you learned since you've been out there, Tori?
Gravier, we learned that this happened just about 4 miles from where we're standing right here at Clayton County Police headquarters in a quaint neighborhood. Now, police tell us they learned about this just before families are usually sitting down for dinner time around 6 o'clock. And we learned about the investigation just before midnight. And that's when we were able to capture some of this video you're about to see. This is Westbury Road in Riverdale, where Clayton County Police say they were called out after receiving the report of a shooting. Police say once they arrived, they discovered that the shooting involved 2 young boys under the age of 16 that they say all unfolded just after 5 p.m. According to the investigators, both an 11-year-old boy and a 12-year-old boy were involved in the shooting somehow, and the 11-year-old boy died on scene in the neighborhood. Now, obviously, still a lot of unanswered questions, right? We still don't know what led up to the shooting, whether or not the parents of either one of the young boys was around during the course when this shooting took place. And police also have not said whether or not there's a suspect in this case. So in our next half hour, I'm going to be pushing on police to see if I can get some more clarification from them on those details now that it's been several hours since this all took place. Obviously, devastating news for some parents ahead of the holidays. Reporting live right here in Clayton County, I'm Tori Cooper, CBS 46 News.
Absolutely horrible. Tori, thanks. It is 5:07, and we are keeping an eye on today with the stories you need to know this morning.
A murder suspect is dead after being shot by police. Investigators say the man killed his girlfriend in Powder Springs. Officers followed him into the parking lot of an Ellenwood shopping center where they say he pointed a gun at them. His death is the 7th officer-involved shooting in Henry County just in the last month and a half.
Actor Jussie Smollett has been found guilty on 5 of the 6 charges for making false reports to Chicago police about a hate crime. The conviction stems from a 2019 incident in which the former Empire actor claimed he was attacked. Smollett testified he never lied to police and he did not orchestrate that attack. He is appealing the verdict.
The FDA is authorizing Pfizer's booster shots for 16 and 17-year-olds. Pfizer says its additional booster would increase protection 20-fold against a new variant. The CDC is now strongly recommending 16 and 17-year-olds get the Pfizer booster 6 months after their first dose.
Georgia's COVID-19 cases are trending upward as health officials find new evidence the Omicron variant is spreading locally. They've detected Georgia's 3rd case, an unvaccinated Atlanta area resident who has not traveled abroad recently. The first 2 Omicron cases in Georgia involve people who had traveled internationally.
Several congressional Democrats are looking to regulate fees that you've got to pay when you fly. The lawmakers announced that they're going to introduce legislation that would require airline fees to be, quote, reasonable and actually related to the cost of service. This is a tough one, I think. There's a crime alert in DeKalb County. Police are looking for a person who actually set a dog on fire.
We're told the dog, named Will, is alive and trying to heal. But his road to recovery, well, it'll take some time. Pictures of the male Labradoodle show his burned fur and wounds. Officers say someone found him on Lindsay Drive in Decatur Sunday morning, engulfed in flames. Witnesses put out the fire. Police say they found Will's owner, but not the person responsible.
That's real upsetting and sad to know that somebody would actually be that cruel to do that to an animal or anybody.
Horrendous. According to the Dog Days Rescue Group's Facebook page, Will is in good spirits, even wagging his tail at times. Anyone with information that helps police make an arrest could get up to $2,000 through Crime Stoppers. Horrible. Developing this morning, another day of emotional testimony in the trial of Kim Potter. That's the former Minnesota police officer who fatally shot Dante Wright during a traffic stop. Wright's girlfriend, who was in the car with him when he died, says she replays that scene in her head every day.
Just kept saying, Dante, just say something, please, just talk to me.
Former officer Kimberly Potter says she mistook her gun for her taser. She said the shooting was an accident. Yesterday, jurors watched newly released body cam video that shows the unsuccessful attempts to save Wright's life.
5:16 now, and happening today, a man suspected of planning a mass shooting on a Florida college campus is set to face a judge. Daytona Beach police say 2 students alerted them after exchanging messages on Snapchat with a man named John Higgins. He's 19 years old and apparently told him that he was going to, quote, enact a Columbine-style incident. Police found him leaving his off-campus apartment carrying a backpack with a semi-automatic rifle along with 6 magazines and more. Former reality TV star Josh Duggar now facing up to 20 years in prison for receiving and possessing child pornography. Yesterday, jurors found Duggar guilty on 2 charges. He became famous when his family's ultra-conservative values made headlines on the TLC reality show 19 Kids and Counting. During the trial, a family friend testified Duggar admitted to molesting 4 of his sisters years ago. Investigators say they found child porn on Duggar's computer at his used car lot business.
In consumer news this morning, a new complaint filed with the Federal Trade Commission accuses Amazon of deceiving customers. Now, according to this filing, more than a quarter of the items that come up in Amazon's search results are sponsored by third parties. The complaint also alleges that Amazon is not clearly labeling that those items are paid advertisements. The complaint was filed by a coalition of U.S. labor unions. Amazon says the report is incorrect, saying they clearly label advertisements. Meanwhile, inflation hitting a record high online. Adobe's digital price index shows online prices rose in November from the 18th month in a row. Adobe covers more than 100 million products in the U.S. They found price increases in 11 of the 18 categories they track. Still, Adobe says it's still cheaper to shop online for things like toys, computers, and sporting goods. And check this out, caught on camera, a bear attack on an innocent reindeer.
Aww.
Not to worry, this was a giant inflatable reindeer. At one point, the bear is seen nuzzling the reindeer's face before trying to take a bite out of his leg. You can see Mama Bear was standing right behind it. Right now in South DeKalb County, a house fire sends a couple scrambling for their lives.
We want to get right out to CBS 46's Rebecca Schramm. She's live on Holy Cross Drive with an update. Rebecca, the good news is they got out. How are they doing this morning?
Well, a fire captain tells me they are physically okay, Gravir and Karen, but I want you to look at what they're dealing with here. Look at that. Their house has heavy damage. In fact, the roof is pretty much gone. Firefighters have been here since about 2:30 this morning. They're now trying to put out the last of the flames. Here's some video of what it looked like when my colleague Jeff Moore first arrived. You can see there were heavy flames. At first, firefighters were inside trying to fight the fire, but it became too intense, so they had to back off and set everything up so they could fight the fire defensively from the outside. A spokesman for the fire department tells me a husband and wife live here. They woke up to the sound of their fire alarm and they both made it out safely. Now comes the task of trying to figure out what caused the fire.
We have investigators on scene as we speak, and they haven't been able to get in to investigate just yet. We are ensuring that the home is safe to enter for our personnel.
And that is what you're looking at now as firefighters pump water into the home to try to put out the hot spots. In the meantime, the couple has pretty much lost everything right here in the middle of the holidays. I've learned the Red Cross will be helping them with immediate necessities to try to at least start to get them back on their feet. We're live in South DeKalb County this morning. Rebecca Schramm, CBS 46 News.
All right, Rebecca, thank you so much. And we're planning to spend the holidays with friends and family, right? Well, there's some children in our area battling cancer who need your help. Had a chance to stop by the iHeart Studios for the 94.9 The Bull Country Cares for Kids St. Jude Radiothon. Folks who make a donation get a hashtag Love Music Stop Cancer t-shirt, which is really cute. Families never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, housing, or food because all a family really should worry about is helping their children.
We're raising money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. They freely share all of their research and information with all of the hospitals, including the ones right here in the Atlanta. We have a ton of patients right here in our viewing and listening area, and we know that it's a cause that is very worthy of our time.
You know, St. Jude is in Memphis, so when I was there, Angie reached out to Justin Timberlake to see if he would come and help them out. So if you want to donate, the phone lines are open in just a few minutes at 6. You have until 7 tonight to call or text. There's more information on our CBS 46 streaming app. They're at about $100,000 raised right now.
That's great. JT will come through.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
That would be fabulous. All right.
Thanks for watching CBS 46 News. Watch us live wherever you are, our mobile and our streaming news app. You can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.